Oink oink, people of the interwebs. Today we're going to be making an amazingly thick double cut pork chop with a Dijon maple glaze. I'm Chef Cash White, and I'm here today because God delivered me from my circumstances and put me in a place where I can share my love of food with you. Today, we're going to be using one of my favorite cuts of meat, which is a double cut pork chop. Look at that bad boy. That is what you call a thick piece of pork. It's heavy. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to eat the whole thing, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, I'm gonna try. So what we're gonna do today, we're actually gonna cook these things. It's gonna start on the stove top, move to the oven, and then we're gonna make a delicious sauce to drizzle over the top of it. Let's get started. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna take this pork chop, I'm gonna place them in a bowl, and I'm gonna cover them in soy sauce. I never get low sodium soy sauce. I always get the regular kind of soy sauce. And what this is gonna do, this soy sauce, as we let it sit there, it's gonna start to break up the connective tissue within this pork chop. It's gonna make it super juicy and super tender. Give it a nice little coat, just like that. We're gonna massage it into the pork, kind of rotate it through. Just do this for a couple of minutes. Soy sauce purveyors, we're looking for sponsors. When we first got a hold of these pork chops, we actually talked about stuffing them. And then I realized, look at that. I stuff something like this, it's gonna be like that thick. How are you even gonna eat that? It's like those delicious burgers that you get that are all crazy juicy. You can't even put your mouth around it. That's not a burger, that's just showing off. Okay, so since we put this in soy sauce, we're not gonna add any salt. Soy sauce is very, very salty, so we don't wanna add any more, so we're gonna add a lot of pepper though. Get a nice, good grind on top of here. We got the pepper on that side. Now we're gonna do a little granulated garlic. Okay, now we're gonna flip these guys over. Same thing on the other side. A little granulated garlic. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna go over to the stove. We're gonna put a nice crunchy sear on the outside. Come on. All right, so we have our version of a cast iron skillet. It's just a very large non-stick version of a cast iron skillet. And I'm gonna put this over high, well, almost all the way high heat, because the idea is we're gonna get a nice crunchy char on the outside. I'm gonna use some canola oil, just enough to coat the bottom. We're gonna let this bad boy get smoking hot, like my girlfriend I wish I had. Smoking hot, just kidding. No, I'm not. I have an idea for a new app. It's a dating app, and it is for people who smell like food. Myself, I tend to smell like butter, garlic, and sometimes bacon. I can sprinkle some brown sugar, you know. It'd basically be smell-based, so you'd swipe according to the scent. Just in the comments down below, if you like the idea, swipe right. Oh, you swiped right? Oh, that's your right, not my right. What's it gonna look like on the TV, though? Oh, you know what? We just crossed over 200 subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribed, if you're watching on Facebook, thank you for liking us and watching us on Facebook. Click over to YouTube and click subscribe down there too. Really helps us out. We appreciate it. We really do. But to those of you who have subscribed, thank you. So here we go. We got it nice and hot. Oh, it's a beautiful sound. This is my kind of music right there. I love this part of cooking. The leaning. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to look at this? When it starts looking like that, you're making some magic, okay? We're gonna flip these guys. You get the same thing on the other side. This is my buddy Mitt Fan. He's a big fan of our show. He says, "Hi, Mr. Cash, how you doing?" I say, "Hey, I'm doing good, Mr. Mitt Fan. What you gonna have me do today?" "I'm gonna have you carry the pork." He goes, "Yay!" Sometimes the best conversations are the conversations you have all by yourself. Please, I'm sure you can tell I'm lonely. We got it. I'm gonna take this guy back over here. So now that we have a nice char on both sides, we're gonna take these guys, we're gonna place them in our pan like this, evenly spaced and don't let them touch. And we're gonna pop this in our oven. We have it set at about 350. We're gonna put it in for about 30 to 45 minutes. We're gonna check the temperature at 30 minutes and see how that goes. Don't you think so, sir? I sure do. Okay, while we have our chops in the oven, we're gonna make a little sauce to drizzle on top, okay? So we're gonna start here with a little bit of maple syrup. It's about half of a cup. We're gonna do equal parts maple syrup and Dijon mustard. This is gonna be an amazing sauce. It's gonna be sweet and tangy and a little bit spicy because we're gonna put a little red pepper in it. Okay, I'm gonna put a pinch of salt, probably half a teaspoon. About the same of the fresh cracked black pepper. Same with some granulated garlic, about a half teaspoon. About a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper, the kind of stuff you put on top of your pizza. That's gonna give it just a little bit of zing. We're gonna mix this stuff together. And then what we're gonna do is, as soon as those chops come out, we're gonna drizzle this sauce over the top of it. Okay, so the pork has been in for about 35 minutes. I checked the temperature with the thermometer. I hit a perfect 145. With pork, you want it to hit about 145, but you can go up to 165 if you like your chops well done. I like mine but about medium, so I hit about 145. Let's go ahead and pull them out of the oven. Wow. Look at those. We have these beautiful pork chops ready. We're gonna top them with this sweet and tangy, spicy sauce. Just like that. There we are. That is our double cut pork chop with a Dijon and maple glaze. Guys, thank y'all so much for watching. If you like what we're doing here on Chef Cash White, make sure to scroll down, click subscribe, click the little bell next to it. That way you'll get a notification every time we pop up a new recipe. It's so much fun to share these things with you, and I really hope you're enjoying it. And always, always remember, keep the faith, enjoy the food. I love you guys. Good night.